Welcome to another Fear Failure podcast episode. This episode, I'm going to call it Personal Questions because I feel like I give people the opportunity to ask me personal questions, not the internet and my everyday life. I feel like giving the chance because I talk to people like I have friends. The way I talk to the people that I used to have friends, I talk to people. So I feel like, and then to take the chance to ask the bullshit. So if you've been following me for some time now, you know that I have been to a mental hospital. And I think awful stuff happened to me in the mental hospital. And I was there during a psychotic episode in 2014. And now it's been like 11 years since I was there, since I have a psychotic episode. And yeah, I mean, it's not a fun experience. And I wanted to name this episode Personal Questions because somehow I feel like I owe people the truth, to be honest. But the funny part is, I was drinking a tea like some time ago, like maybe 1 year ago, 2 years ago, in a cafeteria that had tea and coffee and stuff. And some guy came up to me and asked me, "Hey, are you gay?" And it sounded funny to me. Why would someone ask you something personal if they don't know you? And I lied to him. I said, "Yeah, I am." I lied. And he said, "Everyone knows that you're gay." And, I see it as a game because I have these demons calling me gay. And then real people ask me the same question. Or two technicians that came for the internet. And they told me everyone knows you're gay. And then I have my neighbors, I think, call me gay. Then I talk to the walls, and then I have this mental illness that I deal with. I take medicine every day, So I wish all was fake and nobody, told me shit. And the real statement is that I don't want to have a girlfriend. I don't want to have friends. I don't want people around me. I do this alone. I used to do music videos for my music with friends. We hang out. We used to play poker. We used to do what friends do, hang out and stuff. And now I don't want anything. Maybe you can call me, "Oh, he's weird," and stuff like that. But I've seen other people with schizophrenia on YouTube. And they said they don't have friends anymore. I think this illness makes you block everyone away. I had this message some time ago. Someone sent me a message. He said, "I respect that you're honest and with your condition and that you talk about it because not many people." He didn't say that, but I think that's why he meant that. I used to have it a secret that I have schizophrenia in high school. I only told a teacher just so she can feel sorry for me to pass me the class that I take meds, as antipsychotic meds. And then now I'm public with it. I didn't want it to people know when I was in high school that I take meds. But now I don't care. I say it publicly. And I was mad today when I went outside and came home and tweeted and made a Facebook statement and said fuck everyone, and came home and went to my mom's house and told her fuck this country, fuck this town, I wish everyone died, but I said this stuff and now I feel bad, And my mom said we need to find a doctor, we need to find a psychiatrist. I said I don't want to. She told me I don't have a choice. That was she said. And on the other hand, I feel like I should have kept this inside, I should have kept it a secret. But then my mama is the one that looks at my medication, how my medication is, what doses I'm taking. I know the doctor should do that, but I don't want to go. And some people don't have that, they cannot tell their parents that they feel awful or something bad they're feeling. Some people deal with it alone. And today I couldn't keep it a secret, So this is the first night after some nights that I am in my house, like maybe from September, Yeah, I did some, put some, how you say, the electric broom, but how you say in English? English is not my first language, so I don't know what's that word. And man, 6 minutes in and I feel like stopping. And yeah, my friends used to think it's weird that I'm sharing stuff that happened with my parents, because with their parents they never share the personal feeling, something that bothers them, something or anything else. And yeah, sometimes I miss the girlfriend experience or the whole experience, and then I said to myself, if a girl sees me acting like I acted today, she won't want to have anything to do with me, I haven't dated anyone since 2014. I've been with women since 2014, but the last woman I was with was in 2020 before COVID hit. I was in America. I was on Facebook dating, and I swiped right to this girl that was close to my house. And this thing where you invite strangers to your home is like you're playing heads or tails with your life, because you don't know if they're gonna get you killed or anything. She told me she's carrying a gun for her protection, a small one. She didn't show me though. And yeah, I did the same thing with a girl here in my hometown in Greece. I was on Tinder. I keep seeing her at Tinder sometimes, but she's not swiping right to me now. She did it one time. She came to my house. Heads or tails, with your life. You bet that the other person's gonna be fine and not some weirdo, And yeah. So now it's like 9 p.m. I'm gonna end it in an hour or so. Okay. I made a video yesterday or today that I'm doing the podcast, but for you it's gonna be yesterday. I have this series called Living with Schizophrenia, and it's on YouTube only. I haven't put it on podcast. Maybe I should though. Maybe I should make a. No, I think I talk about mental illness and mental health in this podcast. So I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to talk about in another podcast. It's easier when we have two people in a podcast, but with me, everything I record, I put it in the episode. Maybe if I had another person with me, maybe the person will say, "Don't put this, cut it out." I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit the whole thing. And yeah. I worry my mom. My mom gets worried when she sees me like this. And then she gets sad. And the whole thing, it's like, because she has seen me at my worst, and she doesn't want that to happen again. And then after the day is finished, I said, "Oh, I shouldn't have gone to her house and tell her what I say, And then she doesn't want to see me suffer. She also doesn't want me to keep it a secret. What she wants is to go see a doctor, a psychiatrist, or someone like that, a psychiatrist to help me with the medicine. It's hard when you're a public, doing YouTube music, and and you talk about your personal feelings, your personal stuff. Maybe someone can use it against you, and that's why I named this episode Personal Questions. My friends used to tell me you don't like when people ask you personal questions or they tell their opinion about something, but you start talking to them. Why you start talking to them and being real with them when they don't care? Like I was having this tattoo on my hand, and the tattoo artist asked me, "Are you a sissy boy?" Out of nowhere, And I said, yeah. And these are the kind of moments that I didn't understand why he asked me, because he asked me with a slang word that I didn't really know, and I answered something. I answered something that I did not know. With the question, I answered yes, because I don't really care about the people here, I want to leave Greece. I don't like it here. And then my brother tells me, you don't like America either. The thing that I did not like America is that when I was living with my mom, we were arguing, not bad arguing, just orally, with words, and she didn't like that I was staying up all night and sleeping all day. Even now in her house, I left because she said she doesn't like it when I sleep all day. Yeah. That's why I don't really care about this place, I live now. I'm those kind of people that they hate where they live. So I don't really care what people ask me, that you can ask me anything. I don't give a fuck, with your feelings or how I'm gonna respond. I don't care. Like I had this girl or someone that was pretending to be a girl on Facebook. The person messaged me, and after we were talking, they sent me a nude. It was a naked girl. And then the person asked me to send a nude also. And I said, "You're gonna see it when we arrange a meeting." And then the person said, "So you're straight, right? You're not bi. I want to know what I'm getting into." The person asked. I said, "Yeah, I'm straight." So there's been numerous times in my life here in Greece that people ask ask what my sexuality is. So I either lie and say, yeah, I'm gay, or I don't say nothing. Like that girl that girl on Facebook, I said, yeah, I'm straight because it's the truth. But why a stranger ask you about your sexuality? Like why? Why a stranger can ask you something personal? Even because I'm straight, I'm not. I haven't been with a woman since 2020. So that's like 5 years, and I want to keep it that way. I don't wanna. I don't wanna have sex anymore and nothing. It's not celibate or asexual. I made a blog post on my website calling myself asexual. Asexual is someone that doesn't see any sexuality or something like that, similar to celibate. Uh, no, I rather like not have sex. Even the one night stand, it fucks with my feelings. Like the fuck with my head. Like the two girls I mentioned earlier, the one on Tinder here and the one in America. The one that was here, she never talked to me again. I'm like, I wish this happened more often, like just having sex and hanging out. But I think she wanted more. She wanted more from me. My meds that I'm taking makes you ejaculate quick, so I think women don't like that when you ejaculate quick. And then I was on my phone, but that was like ages ago. Like that was like 2018, I think. 2019 or no, 2018. And sometimes I tell myself, yeah, I miss the woman thoughts, I miss the woman feeling. But you know what people say, and no woman, no cry, So, you don't need to prove something to people, If you're good with yourself and where you're at in life, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. I made this episode now talking because other times that I made this podcast, in the end, I feel like it was a therapy session. Like I was in the psychologist's room and I talk about my problems, So, the solution, I had a friend and he was always calm. And I said, I wish I was calm like you all the time. I told him that. Yeah. And I think the main problem today was that I got up earlier. I'm gonna text that to my mom. Yeah, that was the main problem. That I woke up, and when I wake up earlier, and let's see what my mom's gonna say. She's typing. She said, yeah, it's not easy to break a pattern. See, that's why I love my mom. See, then I get mad or anything. See, she's trying to help. In high school, I told that to psychologist once. I told her like, I was in high school for 2 years or 1 year, and I kept hearing voices calling me gay, like hallucinations, but in the real room. And I did not know if my people in my class would call me gay or the voices. I could not tell the difference. And every time someone called me gay, I blushed. My face went red, And I don't know why, but I get red not only when people call me gay, but when I have social anxiety, when I make eye contact, I may go blood, my face red. When I was having this video call with a girl, and she liked it that I was blushing when we were talking, And you may think it's brave that I talk about these things publicly, but I know who I am, and I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I think the problem is Christianity, because before Christianity and the pagan world, or before humans believe in gods or something. I think the moment someone came and said we have rules, the normal thing is to love a woman, the non-normal thing is to love a man. The moment someone came and said rules to society, that became a problem. It's a sin, it's stuff like that. And then you have people that do horrible stuff to other people. And I think society is dysfunctional because there's people that harm other people, and then the person that they harm maybe gets fucked up too, like them, so it's a pattern. Yeah. Like, I can think times in my life where if I didn't have like my parents' guidance or like taking meds, I could have ended some bad place, with drugs or like offing myself, Yeah. I wish I lived in a place where I didn't have any problems. My mom said that wherever I go, it's in my head. So wherever I go, it's me. It's not the place. It's how my mind is set up. I'm doing something in the audio program now. Okay. I think I should put up the AC because it's cold now. have only a t-shirt on and a hoodie. That's why it's getting cold. So zip up the hoodie. When I said Christianity, I meant like even before religion. From the moment you have science telling you, okay, the hearing voices thing is like you're hallucinating, you need this medicine. But what if magic is real and you hear stuff from other dimensions, or a human can do more stuff than what we see now. Like you can move stuff with your thoughts, But we from the moment we are born, we come in this world with rules, and then you can't tell me, but if there's no rules, there's no police, if there's no punishment if you do something illegal, then it's gonna be jungle out here. And then you can turn on the news, and you see in the news that something else was happened, and you think about why they did that, Like I used to go to a restaurant and eat, and they told us that the delivery driver killed himself, and people were like, "Why would he do that?" And many times I think about this situation with the delivery driver, and I think he lived here in Greece, in this town. It makes sense that he killed himself. But then I think, is this awful to think that is this place that makes you insane? Is it this place, or that you have mental issues? So it's good to blame yourself that you have mental issues, or is this environment that made you crazy? What are the options here? It's very hard to explain when you grew up in Greece, and that person on Facebook, we talk like that person. They acted like it was a girl, I felt like that person knew me, and in my mind I thought maybe it's my first girlfriend. Maybe it's my first girlfriend acting like she wants nudes from me, I did not say anything rude to that person, nothing, because I know to these catfishes, to these scammers, if you say something rude or say something like, gonna make it worse, they're gonna ruin your day. So I did not engage, say something bad. The other day, a man and a woman came to my house because I paid them to make a frame of my Alexander Daddario poster. I have a poster of Alexander Daddario. And because my place is small, the woman couldn't pass through my bed and the poster to go grab the nails to give the guy so he can put it in the wall, so we can hang the frame, the poster of Alexander. And she put her shoe on the edge of my bed so she can pass to the floor, and my OCD got so crazy. God's so crazy. I keep thinking about it, and I'm getting grossed out, And I said, damn, I need to do something about this. I need to do something to. People tell me to go work out, like even walk around and stuff like that. Well, I don't like this place. I don't like going out in this place here. I don't like it. As I told you before, I'm one of those people that don't like where they live. But the real question is, even if I was in America somewhere where I like where I live, is it the place's fault that I don't like it, or is it something in my brain? Where is the what's the real issue here? And if you could talk to me, you will say like it's. People will tell me if you're alright inside yourself, doesn't matter the place. You can be in jail for 20 years, and if you're right inside, you can make it out. If you panic at jail every day, panic, don't eat, don't sleep, then you're not gonna make it. Same thing happened to me, and when I was in the mental hospital, I just the person that you listen to now wasn't there. I was in a deep, like, mental state, very, very bad. Like the things you see in movies, like mental hospitals, tied in bed with a straitjacket. That bad. That's why I say it's not fair. People asking me personal questions. Bits, what I have been through, and you ask me personal questions, like, who's gonna get benefited here? Like, even if I'm honest with a stranger, what will that change? They're still gonna believe stuff that is not true. I made a video and said it's not like the voices that I'm hearing. It's not that they call me gay that bothers me. It bothers me because it's like the same song all day. If you put the song for 10 hours, the same song all day, it's gonna drive you insane. So yeah, it drives me insane. I remember I was in a restaurant with my mom in America. Now that we were there in August, September, and I kept hearing Greek voices calling me gay in conversations of Greek people in my ear, in the restaurant. I carry it with me, these demons. And I told my mom that, and she told me, see, it's not. She told me it's not the people around, it's in your mind, So there, I answered my own question, like I asked before. I answered it. I said it's that's why I took more medicine today. The meds that I take is not like calms you down, and more like people even take it for sleep medication. They give these meds to people to sleep, olanzapine, Zyprexa. And it seems that Prexa box here in Greece, here it costs like $30. Like I went and bought magnesium vitamin and the Prexa 10 milligram, and I paid like $57. But it's euros. We have euros here. In America, just for this Prexa box, the original, not generic, it will cost 800. You know, and maybe 10 milligram will cost more than 800. And I don't like generic meds because the most percentage of the generic meds is stuff that you don't need. They put more stuff that you don't need in there than the real thing. That's why it's called generic. You can even Google it. Do they put extra stuff on generic medication? What's the difference between the generic and real thing medication? How much percentage that does the generic medication have from the real thing? You know. And I know people say, yeah, you trust Google the doctor, but truth is, doctors, if you go on YouTube, they talk about this stuff. Real doctors, psychiatrists, they go on YouTube and they talk about this stuff. And also on websites, they are doctors and they talk about that. We are not in 1950 when you don't have internet and you talk to a doctor to the office, you know, and then you listen what they have to say. And I get mad when it comes to a point where my mom says, okay, we need a doctor now, because my mom is not a doctor, and she gets sad and cries because she doesn't know what to do with my situation, you know. And I get mad because I show that part of myself. I got mad because I showed my feelings today. And it's hard for me to hide my feelings, you know, because I don't want to go to a psychiatrist. I don't want to. Then you're going to ask me, why you don't want to go to a psychiatrist? I feel like everyone is my enemy, especially here in Greece, you know. I feel like everyone is a big one, fat enemy. And the psychiatrist cannot help with not something else than the meds. Like I went to the psychiatrist I was used to go, and I told him something horrible about me, like that this been bothering me since the mental institution. He didn't say anything. He said maybe if you go to a psychologist and, you know, talk about this stuff. And the psychiatrist I was going to, he was trying to give me other meds, not the one I have now, other meds. Try other meds. Like more modern or something. I don't know, more modern. Or I was telling you two technicians that came from the internet. I said, even if I write on Facebook or yell outside that I'm not gay, I'll go back to this subject now. It's getting tiring. Who will believe me? And they will look at me like, okay. You know, there's no bad publicity. My cousin used to tell me that there's bad publicity when they throw dirt on your name, but I don't think there's bad publicity. Even when they think you are someone like you're not, you know, there's no bad publicity. I don't think so. Because you see it when you open up the television or at or watch YouTube, you see ads. See, so you watch an ad, or you watch Instagram stories or anything on the internet, and you see the cookies, you accept the cookies. Then you see a chair that you are searching. Then you see all over the internet the chair. Then it becomes an obsession. Now that chair, yeah, I see that chair that I wanted for my desk. And then you scroll, and then you see the chair again. And then you keep thinking, yeah, if I had $600 now, maybe I'll buy that. Because I don't like this chair that I have on my desk. That chair that I saw and I keep seeing now online because I saw it one time, and it has massage. The chair does massage on you. It has fans that keeps your back warm. You know, it has like pads, warm pads, and you say, yeah. And I think that's how word of mouth is. Word of mouth is like cookies you created. I created a monster. No one wants to see Marshall anymore. They want me, so I'm chopped liver. That was an Eminem line that I did not do it properly. Yeah. Personal questions, okay? This stuff that I talked to this episode, someone else wouldn't talk about this, you know? Someone else will go to a psychologist and talk about this. Me, I use my mental state, my mental illness as content and do it online. A month ago, I saw a girl on Instagram that had OnlyFans, okay? She's Greek. And I said to her Instagram post, I need to invest on you. And she replied, oh, hey, let's hit my link in my bio. We can talk. So I hit the link in her bio. I paid €3 for the subscription of her OnlyFans. And we were talking, and she said, maybe she will find a boyfriend from this. And I said, yeah, I can be a boyfriend. And then I thought about it, and I said, do I really want a girlfriend that has sex for a living? People pay her for sex for a living. Do I want that? Then I changed my mind, and I subscribed, and I followed her on Instagram, and yeah. So not a good idea. OnlyFans girls, not a good idea. Yeah. Even if I had the perfect girl, even if I had the perfect girl with me, I'll do something and just drive her away from me. On Tinder, my bio says nothing serious, just for fun. And there's no luck there, so there's no success to that. I think girls my age, like 30, 33, want something serious now. A younger girl see me as a grandpa. Gen Z girls see me as a grandpa. Yeah. Should I talk more? Or like maybe 15 minutes more? Yeah. And thanks for following on my journey here. And yeah. There's been a long ride here in the internet of Carlito. I don't stream anymore because I feel exposed when I stream. I don't feel exposed when I do a podcast episode. But when I stream on the internet, I get mad easily. Whenever someone laughs, I think they laugh about me. They laugh, that's another problem that I have. It's bad that I think everything is circles around me. It's really bad. It's really bad that I feel this way. Yeah. And then you comment and say, yeah. You comment and say, yeah, man. You can put up the good fight, but it's easier with words and harder with accents. Yeah, there was an apartment downstairs from my apartment. And they had it furnished. They had a walk-in shower. Everything new. It was more expensive than my apartment. And the caption was saying, "We only want teachers, army people," and something like that. Like they wanted something specific, And women, because women clean. The caption said. And I thought to myself, that's very like what they say. How you say this in English? Patriarchy. Okay. This is the correct word, though. Yeah, patriarchy. Patriarchy. And that listing was very patriarchic. Patriarchic. I cannot speak English. I don't know if the audio of my podcast is in the right volume. I don't know. Man, I wish I was not. I think I wasn't like today. I wish I wasn't like came home and started saying the F word, like fuck this, fuck that. Wish I was calmer. Yeah. I saw in my last episode that I talk about is mental illness really an illness? I have like 200 downloads on that episode. Yeah, something like that. People like to hear about that stuff, I think. And one person that was a friend of me told me that there's not a lot of stuff on YouTube about mental illness, mental health. There's not a lot of stuff. And when someone covers this subject, people wait a moment. I need to. Okay, I'll do it later. I was stepping in my. I want. This is some OCD stuff. I'll tell you later. Wait. I was stepping in my charger on my laptop. I think my feet, my shoes were wet, so I was wiping it. I have this OCD stuff, you know. I think I was stepping on in the charger that you put in the wall, the plug, yeah, and my flip flop, my flip flops for the house. I think they were wet or something from the bathroom. I'm not sure though. Yeah. The OCD is crazy, like. And I like the bike quality. Like, sounds very well. Like the audio cable costs like $160. $160, and the microphone is cool. It's the Shure SM4. It's so quiet and it doesn't catch the frequencies of my AC and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit, because I have it on full now. Yeah. I hope the audio recording with when I export it from the program is good. It's not bad. So yeah. What else to say? I don't know. Personal questions like, do they ask you personal questions? Has anyone asked you personal questions? So this episode is gonna be available on YouTube, on my YouTube, Carlito Karlhto, Carlito, and Spotify, Apple, other services with podcasts. Okay, and YouTube is gonna be video form. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm very vulnerable, you know. My mood can go from positive to negative in a moment, you know. Like, I was on a call with my mom like before I did this podcast, and she told me maybe you should not be alone in this time, you know, when you're feeling bad. Maybe you should sleep at mom's house. And I think I need to give her some space, because she said she was feeling depressed because I was sleeping till 6-7 p.m. and she was getting depressed too, you know. It's she's used to getting up early, and if she sees me sleep all day, she gets depressed too. And one part of me says, okay, you're in your house now, you can sleep all day. Yeah. I'll probably sleep after this podcast, like edit it a little bit, or edit it tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see if the volume is good, the audio. Yeah. I want to record, make music, but even this podcast the session is for an hour. I feel bad, you know. Someone can tell me, okay, you have some money, you do have a 9 to 5 job, you don't need to go to the office every day. You live a life. You live a life where you are free. You don't have a job to hold you down and show up every day. Like. But I have my own battles. My own. How do you say trials and tribulations? What's the correct word? Like, even though I don't have a job and I make money with music, that's my job. I don't really feel happy. I don't really feel happy because yeah, you can tell me you don't feel happy because if you knew the life that someone else has, maybe you'll feel happy. If you compare the life of other people, or satisfied. I think the correct word is satisfied. Like, but am I allowed to have my own feelings? And when I used to talk with my dad, I used to tell him, this bothered me with my friends. They happened and they said that, and my dad used to tell me that he's dealing with his own problems where in his work, and that my problems were not so important. But I'm not allowed to have my own feelings, like, just because the other person's problems are serious and stuff. Do I need to cancel how I feel because someone doesn't have money for rent? For the rent. Like, do I need to say, okay, feel happy now? And I'm gonna leave you in this note, I wish I did not hear voices, or I did not thought people talking about me 24/7. I wish I did not feel this way. I wish I did not think that I'm the center of attention 24/7. I wish I wasn't taking medication and I was well. I wish that I wasn't in Greece, somewhere maybe in New York or LA. I don't know, with Trump president, I don't know how things gonna be, but maybe that's a conversation for another episode. So, thanks for watching and listening, and bye now.